So back in the days when you were teaching, like corporal punishment was
just a normal thing.
yeah. So I can remember as a kid you coming home from school and saying, "Oh, geez, I gave this boy the cane today. Geez, I flogged him hard."
Yeah, well, see, we all used to listen to Yes What,
Oh yeah, okay.
and there was Greenbottle and Bottomley and
Yeah,
Stanford, and you just got the cane automatically.
yeah.
And then when I got to Belmore South, I went in to see the principal with my entry on duty, a telegram, and he gave me the blue syllabus, which was in those days had all the subjects, and the boss gave you that. And he also gave me a cane.
Yep.
And I said, "What's this for?" He said, "That's a cane." He said, "You buy them at Whitcomb and Tubes for 1 and 6.
But you got your first one complimentary.
I got that one complimentary, correct.
Yeah. And did you have to buy any?
Oh, yeah. Over the years. But see, over years and years and years, the world changes, you know. And then when I got to Yandera, when I got to Belmore South, get it right, when I get the full clues, the boss gave me a cane and said, "You do the caning." So, all right, I didn't. I just did what I was told.
And this is what, about 1984?
No, 80,
83?
86, 87.
Yeah, okay. 86, 87. This is Vaucluse High School.
Vaucluse.
So,
Yeah, they were still caning.
oh yeah,
When
yeah.
I was in year 8, I can remember kids getting
Well,
caned.
the deputy, I used to do the cane.
They did
Anyway,
too,
and then I found that I was caning the same kids for the same things, for the same teachers. And I thought, this is just ridiculous.
And that
Yeah.
has not
And-
changed.
And
That
it was Mrs. Luciano, and she was the one that
used to ring every
used to
morning.
ring up on Monday morning, and Tony would answer the phone and say, "Dad,
You'd be
it's
pulling
Miss-
out of the driveway.
it's Mrs. Luciano." Oh God, yeah.
She's ringing in sick.
Yeah,
And you have to do the covers.
yeah. Anyway, so one day I got to the stage where these good kids, obviously, were being just picked on by this Mrs. Luciano. So I went up to the boss's office, I closed the door, and I broke the cane in half. And I said, "You can stick your fucking cane up your ass." That's what I said.
Was this, which boss? That was, what's his name?
Jack McMahon.
McMahon, that's right.
Yeah. So I broke the cane in half, put the 2 bits on his desk, walked out, and not another thing was ever said. Ever.
Or another child's.
No comments, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no more caning.
No more caning.
Yeah.
But it was, times were changing, you know.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah. If I tell kids at school these days about like how the cane was, they don't believe you.
Did you get the cane?
Never.
Good boy.
Never.
Good boy.
Always managed to get away.
Fast enough.
So tell me about Fanny Maish.
Fanny Race was my grandmother on my father's side, and there was Fanny.
Fanny Amelia.
Fanny got pregnant with Edward McBride,
The oldest son of.
the eldest son, and they were disgusted because she was basically just a serving girl. And anyway, she got pregnant, so he had to get married. So my father was born.
Church round from Julie in Asheville.
And my father was born. She was about 7 months pregnant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She was 7 months pregnant when they got married.
I think so. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Okay.
then
Or
he did
6 or 7, whatever. Yeah.
222 Wardell Street?
Wardell Road,
Wardell Road.
Dully Chill.
Oh,
Yeah.
they were living there way back then in 1912.
No. That's not 1912.
No.
Well, that's when Grandpa was born.
Yeah, no.
That was later.
No, this is much later.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then my grandfather came back from World War One, and he was pretty rooted by the war, and it was never much good for anything.
Mm.
And Jackie and Roy were born after he came back, and but he pissed off, we believe, with a Chinese lady and all sorts of things like that. Later on, we discovered he died a pauper in Melbourne, and
He was only
54, and I've gone out and got all that stuff at Rookwood, you know, big plaques.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my grandmother, Fanny Mush, took Jackie round to John Howard's father, who John Howard's father went to war in the 30th Battalion with my grandfather.
Ah, okay.
And she took him round there, said, I want you to apprentice my son. And he said, why should I do that? And he said, so he became John Howard Senior apprentice, and he was a brilliant teacher. And Jackie was a brilliant
mechanic.
mechanic,
Yeah.
And then when he went to the war, he became...
When Jackie went to the war.
Jackie went to the war, he started as a private and got to warrant officer first class, which is the highest
Non-commissioned officer.
non-commissioned officer.
Yeah.
At the end of the war, they offered him a commission to go to Japan, and he said, no, I've had enough of the war. You know, Japan, you know, we went in after the war, had to maintain Japan and so on.
I remember you having some sort of function at our house and Jackie being there, and also it must have been something for Grandpa that we had at our
We had
place.
a birthday. Would it have been a 50th? Or no, it must have been
Oh,
a
really?
70th.
70th birthday or something.
For
Yeah,
Grandpa.
because
You're right.
You're right.
Jackie
didn't
had
do
a whole
anything.
lot of his.
It was just all thoughty. Oh no, it did a bit.
Something.
Oh, it's a good colour. It's like
Yeah.
lemonade, like cordial.
Yeah.
I'll